Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. Last time I reviewed my recent experience with my new vehicle, Rivian R1S, and I provided my feedback towards the 5 things that I love about that vehicle. So in today's video, I'm going to review the 5 things that I don't like about this vehicle. So hopefully this will be helpful for my audience in choosing the electronic vehicle and also provide insightful and helpful feedback for Rivian to further improve their user experience. So the first thing that I dislike about this vehicle is regenerative brake setting. So this setting is one of the unique features of the electronic vehicle, but for this Rivian, somehow they have only 2 modes. One is the standard regen mode and the other is a high regen mode. So the standard mode is their default setting, but even under this standard mode, the regen is still very sensitive and fast. So sometimes it makes the passenger feel a little bit dizzy and cloudy. So it's kind of like giving you the motion sickness, if you will. So I hope Rivian can take this into consideration and provide the low regen mode for the smoother and a more comfortable experience for the passengers. And currently, like I said, there's no low regen mode unless you turn on the vehicle into the snow mode, experience a substantially low regenerative brake. Even though this snow mode can give you a more comfortable driving experience, you just can't use it all year round simply because it will compromise your overall range. And the second, the biggest thing that I don't like about this vehicle is the software glitches and snags. So I've experienced a technical issue since day one. During the delivery day, when the technician is showing me how to set up my profile into the vehicle, they've experienced the problem and error messages. And the technician just tried to reboot the system and start all over from scratch. But obviously, all of those techniques didn't work out, and the error message just pop up constantly, and it seems like the system just didn't take my profile. But somehow there's a disconnect because my cell phone shows that I can open the door, I can set up the air conditioning, but somehow the tablet inside the vehicle is just disconnect from my cell phone. So you still have that error message, and for some reason it's just kind of lingers there without getting resolved. So this is kind of like the first BUG that I've encountered during my delivery day. On top of the delivery day hassle, I recently experienced another software glitch from this vehicle. So this Rivian vehicle, they have this Driver Plus feature that's similar to the autopilot feature of the Tesla vehicle, right? And I love this feature at the very beginning. I thought I'm gonna count on that during the long distance driving. But recently, it's just kind of give me such a hard time during my recent driving to the JFK airport to pick up my mom. That was a 2-hour driving one way, so it's 4 hours-ish the round way, right? And that was in the midnight. I first thought, okay, I have this Driver Plus feature that's gonna come in handy to help me a lot. But during the midway, I found out all of a sudden this Driver Plus feature is disabled, and together with that, there's a failure of the adaptive cruise control. So think about that, I have to step on the throttle during my 4-hour driving almost. So it's kind of like makes things so inconvenient and difficult, and definitely I hope Rivian can hear my experience and work on debug this failure of the Driver Plus and the cruise control feature, because to me it's just like the not just the inconvenience, right? It's also a safety concern as well. For those who counting on this autopilot kind of driving, then this glitch is definitely a deal breaker, and you just can't predict when and how that's gonna happen. So I was like, are you kidding me? And the reason number 3 that I have to say is the accessibility issue of my vehicle. By accessibility, I mean the easiness of getting in and out of my truck. So thanks to Rivian's knee mode, I think it does help a little bit for the short lady like me to get in and out of my Rivian truck. But in the meanwhile, I think there is still something that I still miss. Like for example, the hand grab handle and also the step running board that's usually available for the big SUV. So, but these two features are still missing from this Rivian R1S that I think maybe Rivian can consider in implementing in their next generation of their truck. So I guess the issue here is that not everyone is as tall as Rivian CEO, right? And for the small ladies like me or even small men in general, they will need or appreciate this kind of features to help their easiness of accessing their vehicle, right? So there's something to consider and further to improve. That's in my opinion. Okay. And my fourth complaint is that the steering wheel is not always aligned. In fact, I feel that the default setting is that it's always leaning towards the left side. And so sometimes it gives you the wrong impression that you're not driving straight. But then when I observe closely, I feel that not just my Rivian and other Rivian has the same issue. And I see a lot of other Rivian users complain online already that their steering wheel is the same. It's always leaning towards the left, and somehow it's a very noticeable issue. And on top of this steering wheel alignment issue, there's always the very heavy noise when you're driving on the road, even though you're not driving very fast or not driving on the highway. But it's, I guess, that wind noise could be an issue to those people that's sensitive to noises. So these two are my first complaint. I know for the used cars that has maybe 5 or 6 years old, sometimes that the steering wheel tends to lean towards one way or the other. But I was like, come on, this is a brand new vehicle, right? It shouldn't happen, but I don't know why or how it still happens. But maybe that's something from the design issue, or I don't know, maybe some mechanical issues that the Rivian can really work on. Last but not the least is the build quality issue. This is actually a known issue, and we did a lot of research and homework, and we were aware of this issue actually way before we actually got our car. But then still on the delivery day, it's still very frustrating to see or visualize those issues, like those happening in the door, the paint, the painting, the panel or the plastic trim gaps, or even the alignment or vegan leather defects. It's pretty much all over the vehicle, and I just don't know where to even get started. And we were actually, visiting the car dealer 2 weeks before the delivery day, and we spotted those issues and informed the technician about it. Oh, then they were kind of like overpromise and saying, oh, we're going to address all of them before your delivery day. But still, on the very date, on the big day, we were very excited, but still found all those frustrating issues still there. So we were like, what is this car, right? So it doesn't just live up to expectation to some extent, I should say. And but eventually they were saying that, okay, we're going to still send out the technician. We're going to address that, by maybe several months of the waiting time. So I was like, okay, yeah, maybe by showing those picture, you can visualize them very clearly. It's not just happening to our own vehicle. It's happening pretty much to all of the vehicle in that car dealer. So it's it's just a common issue that I think it's distilled into the quality control within the Rivian manufacturing line. But we were understanding this to some extent, because we knew that Rivian is a relatively new car maker. So maybe in terms of this quality, it's not as good or as reliable as those conventional or traditional car maker like Toyota, Lexus, or even Ford. So, but still, we were like, this should be a high-end vehicle, and the quality-wise, it should match the expectation, right? So I think definitely, I hope Rivian can take into this feedback into consideration and for further improvement of their vehicle. So that's pretty much it about today's video. I hope my feedback is useful and helpful. If you like my content, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel and let me know if you have any questions or comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time, alright? Bye.